Good night, fellow punchers. Nearly 10 o'clock on Monday night. I'm in Regan's in Cullen. I got a rush of blood to the head today and I decided to come up to have a few drinks with my old friend Don Connell, and he's manager of Cullen. He's I know him 28 years. We've been close friends down through the years, and we're chatting after the match yesterday, and I decided to come up and have a pint with him. The place is absolutely buzzing. I got a quiet little area here. There's no one, and I closed the door and decided to run a video. Two placed horses today, and one we went against Excusio Joe. A pity we didn't leave it alone, would have had the each way treble. The other ones ran second. Kitto probably should have won, was left too far back. But the pace was too slow. He had too much ground to make up. But anyway, we didn't lose. So if we're not losing, we're winning. Two for tomorrow. Two at Redcar. Torvi in the 230 is an each way selection. I think it's about 10 to 1. 3-year-old. It ran well enough on good to soft a couple of times, and it won on soft last year. I'm trying to remember about, because I didn't write down anything. Torvi, I can't even remember who trains it. One of those nights. And in the 305, Dubai Souq won it last year off 82 for the Sheiks, the boys in blue, and it's off 87 this year. It looks like it has been trained sort of for the race. It hasn't ran for considerable, a few months. It's £5 higher this year. But it goes well on soft. It was soft ground last year, so it should be okay for him. The unknown quantity in the race is Millebosc, first run for Willie Haggis. It won first time out in France as a 2-year-old in its only start, and then it actually was good enough, the thought, to run it in the French Derby last year that St Mark's Basilica won. It had a few runs this year, but it was fifth of six runners, fourth of 13. It was 7 of 7 the last time. How fit it is, we don't know. It's rated 97. It's dropped £10 from a rating of 107 that it was in France. Probably the best play would be to back Dubai Souq and do the reverse forecast in the event that is, better. In the morning at 4 o'clock we have the Melbourne Cup. I was in Flemington once, but I wasn't at the Melbourne Cup, but it is on my to-do list maybe next year. A few stats. It was first run on a Tuesday in 1875. 6 grey horses have won it. Russia won the race in 1946. It wasn't the country, it was the name of a horse. Maccabi Diva is the only 3-time winner of the race. It won it 2003, 4 and 5. There's been 4 2-time winners. 2 of them have won consecutively, and 2 of them have won with a pause between them. It's a race for 4-year-olds and upwards, but 3-year-olds born in the Northern Hemisphere can run in it. There's a couple of 3-year-olds running it tomorrow, including maybe without a fight for Simon Crisford, who's a bus horse. Stall 18 had never won last year, since the stalls were introduced in 1924, until last year when Very Elegant won it. 4- and 5-year-olds have won it 56% of the time. 8 3-year-olds, and the last time a 3-year-old won it was actually 1941. Only 3 fillies have won it. Black colours and navy blue are the most popular colours to win it since its inception. The bus horse on tomorrow is without a fight. Simon Crisford's first runner in the race. William Buick rides. It's a 10 to 1 shot. It's an each way selection with paying 6 because it's drawn in 18. That's the only thing about it. But Trap 18 won it, or Stall 18 won it last year. So have a 10 to 1 shot. But I thought an outsider with a very good chance is a 7-year-old Vow and Declare. It won this in 2019. It sort of lost its way for a couple of years. But I thought that gave an eye-catching run the last time in the Caulfield Cup. That was won by Durston. And who rode Durston that day? Mickey D. I have a ride in the race tomorrow morning. I'll be going shortly. I've Lunar Flame, but I don't know what chances we have it. So I'll be leaving now shortly when I finish this pint. I'll be heading on to Singapore and on to Flemington. Hopefully get there by 4 a.m. I'm bringing the bus. But I am having a ride, Mickey D. Anyway, there's my 2 each of selection. I'll try and get up this as soon as possible, and I'll be at home tomorrow night hopefully, and I'll have a few things to clear up. House keeping and stuff, and a few new people on the bus. I'm just wondering how is Iggy Higgins? I haven't seen him lately at all, or John O'Brien, Conor McMullen and Paul Mack. Are you all okay? Bash the bookies over and out.